Hey, out in the bush again. See, over the little trail. We're gonna find ourselves a nice little spot. Do some bushcraft. Brought some gear today. Brought a little pack fishing rod. So let's see what kind of trouble we can get into. So you can see we're on the Kinsol River. This is the Kinsol Trestle. They rebuilt this over the last year or two. Old train trestle. It's part of the Cowichan Valley trail system now. They did a beautiful job. Big timbers. Down there is the Kinsol River. You peek over the side here. Okay, we're right in the middle of the bridge. You can see there's some old growth trees. And there is a long ways down. Beautifully built bridge though. Did a hell of a nice job. Especially just for a walking bridge. Little picnic table down there, you have your lunch. Okay. A better viewing area. This, you can look at the leaves, the needles, is a grand fir. See, the needles are a broader needle and they come out flat from either side of the branch. So what you do, you gotta go to the young ones, but if you look, they have little blisters in the bark. See these little blisters? You poke them, see that sap that comes out? All these little guys have sap in them. See that? That is amazing fire starter. If you're out here, look for grand fir, you'll see the blisters on the skin. And take your dry tinder, squirt a little of that on there, and it's like adding kerosene to it. Burns hot and good, especially when it's wet out. You can see we're on the side of this hill. Goes down there a long ways. Kinsol River's down there. Plateau's up there. I've been tracking a deer, following deer footprints. So, for bushcraft, you have to decide. You want to go to the top, where it might be a tad warmer than in the valley, or do you want to go down there where you got the water source? If you're short on water, go to the water source. I have water. Don't really want to go to the top either. Easier to come back out, but I'm going to go down towards the river. It's going to be a little tough go, but then we'll figure something out. Okay, so I've chosen this spot here. Pretty flat. It's up from the river. That river you don't want to be on near it. Summertime you'd be okay. Right now, with the rains and stuff like that, that river could rise a couple feet overnight. If you're down on the bank, you get washed away if you're going to sleep there. So we're good, 20 feet up from it, yet we can still get to it for water. Pretty flat, nice dry spot up against this tree. So I'm going to clean this out a little bit, and then this is where I'll lean my back up against, and then we'll find a spot. We'll probably put a little fire right there. So, batoned, got some shavings. The ground here is wet, wet, wet. We're getting dripped on. Even though we're under a pretty good cover, we're getting dripped on. I look for a buckskin cedar, good sized branch, and then I start cutting it open. And it was dry inside. So we're gonna get a fire going. And I'll set up and then I'll show you the spark and hopefully fire. Okay, remember last video, bag of dryer lint. Here we go. So what I'm going to do, put that right there. little. There we go. There we go. Not out of the woods yet, but pretty good. Should be making a like I said, even that buckskin cedar wasn't super dry. So nice thing about that dryer lint is it actually makes a big coal on the bottom. Just keep adding to it. Ginger, some love. Again, you can see I used a big piece of old rotten bark to keep it up off the ground. Adjustment here. Everybody sees it on TV. Sees it in the good conditions. You can see I'm doing it in the rain. In the rain. You can see it snowed last night. Everything is wet. This is the real deal. This is how hard it is. It's not, you know, even though I come prepared, the only thing, you know, sparker and a bag of lint. Like so. I'm not making a fire to last hours. Just a fire to have a nice warm little break. And I'll put it out. There's a fire. You can see I don't have a lot of wood. I'm just making a little fire, just out hiking around. Enjoying Friday afternoon, day off work. So I'm actually paid to be out in the bush right now. Beautiful. See how much dryer lint I have left. I mean, I used a big piece. And the only reason I used a big piece was because I know it's wet and it's going to be hard to use. But I got, you know, for big pieces like that, I got at least 3 more fires worth. The striker works good. Yeah. So I'm just going to sit back, enjoy. I'm going to drink some water. And I got some new little tips to carry with you. I'll show you that down by the river. So, yeah. Let's have a little look back here. Well, that's my camp. You can see I put my pack up against the tree. That gives me something to lean against, a little more comfortable. I didn't want to light a fire right on the ground because it doesn't take much and it gets dry down here. And a lot of this is sawdust, like it'll burn. So go find a big fallen log, peel a big piece of bark off. I didn't need a big piece because I was only making a little fire. Lay that down, burn on that, you know. Lay 2 or 3 down, make them big and thick. That also, if the ground's really wet, the inside of the stump will be dry. Then you'll have yourself a nice little fire. And the nice part is look at this. If it really starts to come down on me, I can pick it up and move it. Right? How many fires can you say you can do that with? That's a neat little trick. You see, back up against the tree, I move my fire lengthwise. You can get 2 pieces and literally put them on either side of you, so you'd be sitting in between the heat. You know, if you were in that desperate, so if you only had the tree with a fire on each side of you, they don't need to be big. This is drying out my pants. See, my pants are soaked, lots of ferns, drying out, nice warmth. There's the river. You see how turbid it is, lots of leaves and stuff. I'm going to show you a neat trick about filling up your water bottle. That one you guys want to keep in your back pocket. So yeah, just a really nice little spot, quiet. Nice. So one of the great reasons why you buy a single wall stainless one. Bark, really nice. Just put it up against the fire. I'm going to boil a ½ liter of water. Got myself a little lasagna with meat sauce. But I am very comfortable here. You know, some people may think this is nuts, but you know what? This is getting to nature, man. This is awesome. So, our water's boiling. We're gonna have a warm lunch. Another great reason to bring leather gloves. If you're trying to handle that with sticks or something, you're just asking for problems. So on a set of leather gloves. You can get some cheap ones too. They work great. Okay. I do. Carry a knife and fork with me all the time. Titanium, you're silly not to. They're so light. There's a nice stir. Okay. Seal this sucker up. 13 minutes, got a hot meal. While that does that, I'm going to show you my little trick with the water. Okay, you can see this river, you know, high river right now, lots of stuff in it. You know, you could get from the main current if you want. You know, most of the ideal, if you do pull from the main current, remember always point the spout downstream, you're less likely to pull things in. You could do this with a puddle, whatever. I carry coffee filters. Pretty much the more you stack, the better they'll filter. Now we're not talking get out protozoa, but we are talking hold it in there. You can see water goes in right through the filter, keeps out the crap. So it takes time. It takes quite a while actually. It really does work. You get in there, I mean, it'll keep the chunks out. Then you remember my last little video, the little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, cover my ass. That is bleach. Beautiful bleach. Put that in there. Grab the lid. Give it a good shake. Wait half an hour. Half an hour, that water's good to drink. You know, little things like that. Coffee filter, super light, and bring like 10 of them. You know, get yourself lots of water. Bleach, again, great. So yeah, it's my little water trick. I cleaned up my camp, made sure the fire was out, scattered the coals, not to leave one big mess. You know, the rest of the dirt and the like the rotten pieces of wood and stuff like that aren't a big deal. That's all natural. That just break down and rot in. Well, you know, keep a clean campsite, respect nature. We got ourselves a wee bit of a hill to climb. And I'm about 4 kilometers probably away from the vehicle, so I'm probably a good kilometer. It's a good hike. Game trail I came in on. You see, there, deer marks. Very well used. You can see quite a few marks coming here. Look at this. These are really fresh. Look how fresh those are. So this is a very active game trail I'm on. I probably came up, I don't know, 100, 200 yard bank down. Now I'm going back up again. Like I said, got a long ways to go. Hills. Oh, this game trail's slick too. Oh, I'm working hard here. I don't know if you can see the grade slope. It's steep. And she just keeps going. Looks like it might rise out at the top. Not sure. We'll find out. But she's a good grade. Lots of fallen snags. And lots of fallen trees. Lots to hurt yourself on. You gotta be very careful. So, it's been a good hike. people. Back to the Kinsol Trestle. Kinsol Trestle. You see snow on the hill up there. That's a gas line. It's a different style than the one I showed in the other video. Basically we got like a kilometer to go by trail. I don't walk the main trail, so a kilometer to go and back to the vehicle and home. Thanks for watching the video.